welcome back to my channel. I am Mylika is Beauty, and today we're making baked turkey spaghetti. Let's get started on all the ingredients you'll need. You'll need mozzarella cheese, the tomato sauce of your choice, the meat of your choice. I'm using ground turkey. Of course, you'll need pasta, spaghetti noodles preferably, green pepper, and a yellow onion. You'll also need garlic powder and black pepper, and of course Italian seasoning. So let's get started. You'll want to preheat your oven to 375 degrees or 400, really doesn't matter. I prefer 375. So what I've done is I've taken my yellow onion and my green pepper, and I have chopped them up to roughly the same size. I only use a quarter of the onion and a quarter of the green pepper, and honestly I think it equaled out to 1/4 of a cup for both. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and transfer it into my already heated pan. I put a little bit of olive oil in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to saute this around until my onions are translucent, which is like almost like they're not white anymore, that color, until they're that color. And so just to show you a little bit more about this ground turkey, it is 85% lean and 15% fat. Sometimes I use the white ground turkey, or I'll use ground chicken. You can use ground beef or the ground beef pork mix, which is actually really yummy. I've used that last year, like earlier last year, and it's really good for tacos. So I'm going to take this and start seasoning it with my garlic powder, my black pepper, and this is all seasoned to taste. Really don't have specific measurements for this, sorry guys. So everything has to be to your taste and how you want it to taste. And of course, lastly, I'm going to put my Italian seasoning in there. And so pretty much what you're doing is you're gonna stir this around and cook it until your meat is no longer pink, that it pretty much is brown, and this pretty much gets brown like beef. And so this is the end result of cooking this. I added a half a cup of my tomato sauce, and I love this sauce. You can see the chunks of tomatoes in it. This sauce is Classico. This is the tomato basil sauce. They also have a 4-cheese sauce, and I believe a garlic one, and a meat sauce. It is so awesome. They also have a pizza sauce. Please check it out. It's at Walmart. Okay, so the pan that I'm going to be using is the glass anchor dish. It is a 9x13. 9x13 is actually the perfect size to put this in. Like, my whole box of noodles, my meat, and everything fit into this perfectly. If you don't have a glass dish, that's okay. You can use the regular casserole metal pan. And I'm just going to add my pasta, and I'm going to add my meat mixture to this, and I'm going to stir it around until it's all combined. And don't worry, it looks dry, but I'm going to add the rest of the tomato sauce to it. And I pretty much used that whole jar. And you're going to want to use the whole jar. It may seem like too much, and I promise you it really isn't. Once this cooks and it settles and it cools down, a lot of that sauce kind of settles in and disappears and gets soaked into the noodles and the meat again. And the next day when you heat it up, it's not as dry. So definitely use the whole jar. So this is just footage of me trying to stir it in with my spatula. I do not have a tripod, guys. Like, I just can't find the right tripod for my phone. And every time I try to go look for one, it's never in the store. So I just gave up hope, and I just make do with what I have. So this is just me stirring, and stirring. Okay guys, so this is the end result of me combining everything. So now what's left for me to do? I'm going to add cheese. Now, if you're not really a fan of cheese, you can stop here and you could just leave it as is, but why not take it a step further? So I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese to this mixture. And once I add all of my mozzarella, I'm not adding the whole bag. I'm probably like a cup and a half I'm using. You really don't need a lot of cheese, but like I said, it's up to you. So once I add my cheese, spread it out, and it is going to melt evenly, I'm going to cover this with foil and let it get to a boil. And I'm going to bake this in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. I think I probably did it for about 30 minutes. And around that 20-minute mark, the last 10 minutes, you can take the foil off and give it some color to the top. Some people like their cheese a little crunchy around the edges. If you leave the foil on it and kind of buckle, leave a little leadway in it, it'll kind of brown the edges. And so this is the end result. I'm sorry, guys, I was rambling. So this is the end result of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a big thumbs up if you want to see more cooking videos. Whatever you want to see me cook, please leave it in the comment box down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.